Today we've got DOE versus MISA. Of course, MISA playing on the Best On account and DOE playing on Apofenic. We'll go ahead and take a look at the bracket so far. As you all know, Mutardos defeating Nin yesterday in an intense set. So he is awaiting the winner of this match. Into our players, of course, we've got DOE, who is by far the strongest performer in the qualifiers. 3 first places and a second place, among some other various finishes. Played all but the first tournament and got the second highest possible point total that you can achieve through the system. So yeah, our number 1 seed representing the United States. We'll see if he can make a playoff run here. And he will be facing up against MISA, who secured his spot in the playoffs in the very final tournament with that Speed Archer second place finish, defeating Mickey in the lower bracket final. So excited to see how this one goes. Into game number 1, we've got Best On versus Apofenic. DOE on 13 ping, MISA on 103. So we've got a pretty slow start. Neither player finding any hits yet. Actually, MISA going to find that first shot onto DOE, and that'll bring him down to 87. We'll see if DOE can find a follow-up. It's looking like he wants to push in short here, and MISA is going to meet him, and here we go, 5 blocks away. MISA finds the initial shot, another one, follow-up, trade by DOE, but MISA remains in the lead on 88, but a full charge from DOE. He's going to close that deficit, but MISA finds a trade and a follow-up. Another one landing onto DOE and a shot camp as well. DOE down to 20 HP, a full charge could kill, and MISA still on 67 HP, so very strong game 1 for MISA, and he finds the 2-shot combo to take down DOE in game number 1 with 5.4 hearts remaining. Here we go into game number 2. DOE looking to even out the series. He now is only 4 games away from elimination, but he finds the first shot here. Another one, but it's traded. But MISA finds the equalizer. It's actually going to put him in the lead by 4%. DOE repositioning a little bit. Still a pretty far range, but MISA finds an unanswered shot. DOE does actually trade it back, so we remain at approximately even health points. But DOE, actually, a 2-shot combo for him onto MISA. It's going to bring MISA down to 18%. Actually, pretty substantial damage from those 2 shots. MISA finds 1 trade, but this 18% is not boding well for him. But DOE looking for potentially a final shot. A full charge does bring MISA down to 1 HP, so a 40% gap between the two. DOE just looking to lock in game number 2. Disregarding any potential clutches from MISA here, and it won't happen. DOE able to secure that game 2 win with 4.1 hearts remaining. Into game number 3. So now MISA looking to stop DOE's momentum from that last game. Trying to solve the issues that he could have had that caused a couple of those combos to happen. But MISA taking some early damage, does find a trade and actually a second shot. And a third one will take the lead there against DOE. DOE able to even up the score, so 61 apiece. Another trade comes out, but this time DOE with a 5% lead, but actually 2 shots from MISA is going to take the lead back and put DOE down to 33%. But DOE finds a response, 34 HP, a 2% lead for MISA, but a full charge brings DOE down to 8, and he's up against the wall, but DOE finds a trade on 11 HP, but MISA clutches up with 1.1 hearts remaining, and he will take game number 3, putting himself in the lead by 1 game. And here we go into game number 4. DOE, once again, tasked with finding the equalizing round. We'll see what he can do here. He does find that first shot against MISA. Ooh, another one landing. So 2 unanswered for DOE, has MISA down to 67, now 58 with another one. MISA unable to break the full HP seal that DOE still has. Another dodge coming out from Mr. Apofenic. We'll keep him in the lead. 47 HP now for MISA. He's just bleeding HP at this point. Another one, 32. Do almost looking for a 10 heart here if MISA can't find any sort of response. And at this rate, it's looking pretty likely. Another shot landing onto MISA. 14 HP remaining for him. A full charge comes out. And Do finds the 10 heart to even up the series at 2 apiece. And here we go into game number 5. A pretty significant game as the winner puts himself in a very good position. And here we go. A first shot for Do. Once again, MISA has not hit Do since game 3. Ooh, another one landing onto MISA. His ping has actually increased a little bit. Ooh, but he finds his first shot in quite some time. And that'll bring Do down to 88, but the lead still remains in Apophoenix's favor. A trade comes out, so Do will slightly hang on to the lead, but it's very achievable for MISA. In fact, he'll find a full charge there and cuts the lead down to only 2%. But Do finds a 2-shot combo, 3 shots onto MISA, bringing him down to 17. A full charge could do the damage needed, but not quite. 9% remaining for Do as he's going to try to push in here. 40 HP. Actually, MISA finding several shots consecutively, bringing Do down to 1%. Actually, MISA completely flipping the script and looking for a clutch here against Do. If he can find it. Oh, Do almost finding that kill shot he's been looking for since he had about 50 HP. But no, MISA locking in, able to dodge these arrows. And now MISA on the offensive, trying to push in a little bit. Do still trying to find these punishment shots, but not quite going to get there. But Do able to shut down the clutch with 0.1 HP remaining. Very close game 5, and that'll put him in a very good position. Moving into game number 6, MISA taking an early hit once again against Do. Do is just constantly finding those first hits, and a huge combo for Do has MISA already down to 41 HP. Only one of those shots traded back. Another trade coming out, so MISA brought down to 29 HP. Do has a lot of health to work with here. MISA, though, finds a quick shot. It's going to force Do to kind of reset his positioning. Another shot coming out. A trade does happen, but MISA brought down to 4 HP with another shot, and Do puts himself to match point with 3.1 hearts remaining. Here we go, moving on into game number 7, which could be our final game if MISA can't pull something together here. He'll need to find a first shot in order to really build up some momentum, as Do has been consistently finding that first hit, and it'll happen once again. MISA brought down to 83 with that full charge, but he does find a nice response, and that'll actually give him his first lead in quite some time, I believe. Another trade coming out. It's going to maintain MISA's lead only by 3%, though, as Do and MISA slowly closing in this gap between the two. Do finds a shot, and it's not traded, so Do taking the lead back. A lob gets traded, but Do finds a huge combo. MISA brought down to 36. A full charge does cut some of that HP back, but Do remaining in the lead. Actually, a couple lobs is going to even it up a little bit for MISA, but a full charge landing onto MISA brings him down to 18, but MISA with several unanswered shots, and he clutches it up on 1.8 hearts remaining, and that'll put him to 3 games, cutting the lead ever so slim. And here we go into game number 8. MISA once again taking that first shot. I think Do might have bow boosted himself as he's on 98. Another shot landing onto MISA, brought down to 63. Do taking several full charges, though, but actually MISA taking the lead, but it's immediately traded back. So he will remain on 51 now. Do on 62. Very manageable for MISA if he wants to force this game 9. But several full charges landing onto MISA brings him down to 16. A full charge could end the match here and now if Do can find it. But MISA has a lot of work in front of him. He's done so much to put himself in position. But Do has just done too much damage in this game 8. We'll see if he can find a clutch here, or else it'll all be said and done. Do, once again, finding some nice reaction dodges. MISA hanging in there on 16 HP. It's not an easy feat, but he does find a full charge onto Do, bringing him down to 54. Another full charge onto 38. The lag might have actually helped him there, down to 24. This is actually very manageable for MISA. Do in a very dangerous spot. 24 HP, very close. Arrows landing on MISA, not quite. Do kind of up against the wall. Full charge lands onto MISA, but he remains on 8 HP, so second chance given to him. These arrows whizzing by ever so close to our contestants. Do resetting his timing just a little bit, the rhythm he's not comfortable with. But 8 HP is all that remains for MISA in game number 8, which could be his final. Both players looking for that final shot. Actually, MISA might need 2 more, barring a very lucky full charge, but it's not going to happen. Do will clean up the series in 8 games, and that will be it for our second quarterfinal. Do taking down MISA in 8 games, very close series, much closer than yesterday. We'll take a look at our bracket. Do advances himself into the second round, where he will be facing Mutardos in another money match. So Do securing himself $25, potentially more if he can keep racking up wins. Thanks for watching this playoff match. If you liked it, make sure to follow so you don't miss any of the upcoming ones. See you on the next one. Peace.